Praise be to the Most High. Hello, family. This is Mama Lena coming to you again. It's been a little while, about a week and a half since I made my last video, but I've been a little shy to make a new video, especially since the Puerto Rican video that I did. Um, I got so many results that were so negative and so um, vulgar with personal attacks. It made me not want to come back on and do anymore. But after praying, the Most High told me to continue doing this work. And I would just like to remind you that, I don't claim to be a sociologist or anything like that. I do have a college degree, but it's not in social matters. But I'm going to come back on here and give you my opinion on things no matter what. I'm not going to let a few trolls and a few haters and a few mean-spirited people um, discourage me from spreading the word and giving my opinion. Now, as a layperson, which is, I'm like talking to your next door neighbor or your grandmother. Um, I'm not really an authority. I'm just giving my opinion and asking for your rebuttal on it or your opinion as well, because I may not always be right, but I'm just like talking to your neighbor. For those who have to get on here and make personal attacks. First of all, let me tell you, I am not on here to be, I'm not trying to catch you. I'm not trying to catch a man. I have a man. As you can notice, my head is covered in respect of my man. So, and not only that, I'm not a young girl out here looking for anything or anybody. I'm an older woman. I'm more like your aunt, your mother, your grandmother, okay? I'm not, I'm way up in age. So just stop with the personal attacks. My appearance there means nothing. It means nothing at all in the big scheme of things. So I wanted to come on here today. I had to say that because I just, some of the comments, if you're going to be a hater and you don't like what I say, then just go away. Don't listen. You don't have to listen. I'm not forcing anybody to listen. And for all of you who do listen, I really appreciate your listening. Some of my Puerto Rican fellow Puerto Ricans, you are true to your Latin heritage. You're spunky. I love that. You've got a lot of passion. What that means to me that you are alive and well. And if you don't consider yourself black or anything like that, then just move on. That's okay. I'm talking about people who can identify with what I'm saying. And to me, the Puerto Ricans that were dispersed through the diaspora, you're my brothers and sisters, and I love you with all my heart, just as God commanded me to do. So when I made that video on the wake-up call for Puerto Rico, it was a call, and a call to people who can relate that I am very dismayed with the way America has treated the island, your island, because you are American citizens. And I know that America can do better. I think they should have done better. If I had a ship myself, I would have been over there. But I know there have been plenty people go to Puerto Rico and travel the whole island. So with the roads being broken down, that's really not true. America is being run by Donald Trump, and he's not a very good person. And that's what we just have to acknowledge. Um, the rise of Donald Trump, I hope soon will be the fall of Donald Trump. And right now, we have a special investigator, a special prosecutor that's working on that right now. And I'm quite sure he's wrapping up his investigation, and I think he's going to act quickly because I think he, among the rest of America, wants Donald Trump to not be in office because he's not doing a good job. He's putting our country at risk with other nations. He's destroying our treaties. He's destroying the he's destroying the faith other countries, the way they have looked up to us as a power, a fair power, but now the world is seeing what really lies beneath the sheath of America. So this is not the America that I grew up in. I don't recognize it, and it's just getting bad. There's so much going on in this world. I have to refer back to the Bible, and I do think we're living in end times. Times are very, very perilous. Now, to my brothers and sisters all over the world, if you're part of the diaspora, um, the slave diaspora out of Africa, I'm talking to you. We're living in perilous times right now. I think we're all being terrorized. If you're a mother with young men, you're being terrorized because your sons are a target. And if you are a mother with a son between, say, 18 and 30, you know what I'm talking about. You're feeling pretty terrorized right now, more so than we have in a long time. Now, our young men are, um, most of our men are alpha males. They're strong men, they're strong, physically strong and mentally strong. And the societies have, especially the American society, have built their penal system and criminal system to attack that male dominance. Okay? They're attacking the male dominance and they're imprisoning our boys, and we have to be aware of this. So, what they want to do is feminize our boys, so that they can target them, give them a criminal record. And nowadays, if they have any kind of criminal record, they can't get a house, they can't get a job, or they can't get a good job. They can't live anywhere. And so when I walk the streets of the city I live in, all I see is young brothers living on the streets. And I know why. The Most High has opened my eyes to see there's no shelters for them. There's no shelters for young men. Go figure that. So I'm harping on people opening their own business. So I'm going to be working on um, advocating for housing, or if I have to buy a big old house myself and start housing some of these brothers. These brothers are not hard criminals. They may have got into a fight like young men sometimes do because they're territorial. They don't have older men to keep them in check, and they're not really running amok. But when they act like a man, they're penalized for it. They get a record which affects them the rest of their life. It's really sad to see some of these very, very young brothers walking around the streets with blankets to keep them warm, and you can see them sleeping in the bus stop, sleeping in doorways, and they don't bother anybody. And it's really, really sad. If I could get a big house with several rooms, I would turn those rooms into boarding rooms for these young men, and have them plant a big garden to help feed themselves and give them chores and give them some self-esteem so that they can get themselves back up and cleaned up so they can apply for jobs and get gainful employment. So, Israelites, I'm speaking to you. We have to really, really, I'm trying to stress, we have to become self-sufficient in some kind of way. And gardening is one thing. Some of our women, we can make soap. We can do crafts. We can make scarves. There's so many things that we can do. And because we are trendsetters, I think that, especially in this end times, I believe that whatever we try to do, I think the Lord will bless us if we stay vigilant, obey those commandments, observe the Sabbath at the very least, study your Bibles, and if you can find other people like-minded, gather with them and brainstorm. If you have churches that believe that we are the true Israelites, maybe on weekends you can have a bazaar and you all take your crafts to the Sunday or Saturday meeting at the church or whatever and sell your wares and just keep doing it consistently. You'll be surprised um, what you'll come up with. It could be a bake sale, it could be a craft sale, things that you make with your own hands or grow in your own garden. Hopefully later on I'll have more to say on that. But I just wanted to come back on here and give you a few of those ideas, let you know I'm still here. And yeah, being on this YouTube is a little bit intimidating, family. There's been a lot going on. But I do want to remind you too that we are trendsetters, and whatever we do, if we push, it will succeed. It will succeed. Remember, we have the best athletes, male and female. Look at the two sisters, Serena and Venus. They're the best tennis players ever, and we just got into that game. Okay, so really think about it. We're great people. We have skills. We built this country with our blood, sweat, and tears. We made this country what it is, but we didn't get anything for it. So if we start building something for ourselves, think of what could happen. All we have to do is find a niche and keep doing it, keep doing it, and keep doing it, and start buying from other brothers and sisters. And that's all you have to do, and our nation will come back. And we could do this worldwide, worldwide. Okay, start in your own community, start on your own corner. Start small. It doesn't have to be anything really big. Start small, keep doing it, and the Lord will send you ideas and new methods for marketing. Okay, I trust it will. So I've been on here 11 minutes now, and I think I'm going to cease this video, but look for more. I'm just here to encourage you and to keep the faith strong. A lot of people think the faith is dying, but it's not. It's just now growing. So stay vigilant, young men. Keep recruiting and keep sending those messages so we can learn through the Bible what the Most High is teaching us. Okay? All right.